I did pee.
I'm good.
Did you pee?
I'm good.
Okay.
I peed.
Pee-wee's Big Holiday?
Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
Pee-wee's Big Holiday is the movie for this
Woof.
week's chosen one. We're not calling it that anymore, are we? I don't know. This week's show. Let's keep calling it that. Bill, you picked it.
I did.
I've seen this movie 3 times before you picked this, so I've already seen it multiple times.
That's
My kid likes it.
minimum too many times.
I mean, it's a Pee Wee Herman movie.
So I had memories of Pee Wee Herman when I was a kid, like not strong ones, but like I remember the talking toilet and the word of the day and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Pee Wee's Funhouse. Is this similar to Pee Wee's Funhouse?
Yeah, it's just those same kind of jokes, like awkward jokes.
I feel like I would hate that now.
This might be the first.
It's like nostalgia or for kids, right?
This might be the first ever time I had any experience with Pee Wee. I never watched.
Really?
Funhouse.
You're too young for Pee Wee. I feel like we were like right on the bubble of Pee Wee.
Yeah.
And you, like everybody born after that, didn't ever see Pee Wee.
Which, thank fucking God.
It's a very interesting show. One of the most like things I remember about the guy and like Paul, didn't he like jerk off in a movie theater or something and got arrested? That's one of the things I remember about him. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think he got arrested for getting a hooker too.
I mean, come on, who hasn't?
Yeah. How old is this dude anyways? Because he plays like the same exact character for so many years.
Yeah. He doesn't look that much different, to be honest. I mean, I know he's older, but
and he has he also wears that weird makeup and stuff. But
right.
68.
He is
69 this summer.
Damn. I mean, this was filmed a while ago.
New York. Where's Peekskill? Westchester.
5 or 6 years ago they filmed this, so it's a while ago.
Yeah, this is from
came out in 2016.
Yep.
So
it's called an adventure comedy.
Right.
I mean, I guess
that's your classic. I've never left my hometown. I got to go on a road trip, and weird shit happens.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Do you guys remember? Because I had forgotten how this movie starts.
Yeah.
With the alien sequence.
Yeah. Is this just a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's sitting on a log talking to an alien. Who's like, hey, we're best friends. / maybe we hump. It's hard to tell.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird sexual tension.
They go right up to the edge on a lot of stuff, and then they don't cross over.
Yeah.
I'll leave you with blue balls.
So the alien's like, come back to my home planet. And he's like, nah, I don't ever leave here. I'm not going. And then he wakes up.
He would. I really like if he had gone with the alien on the ship, maybe I would have enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, no, he stays in Fairville, but he wakes up in bed of some version of the Funhouse. It's essentially, the biggest, just a giant Rube Goldberg machine that gets him literally out of bed, out through the roof of the house.
Right.
After he gets off of work, he must spend the rest of the night
trying to get back in
together so that he can wake up and do it again in the morning.
I do think it's funny that he works at a diner. The most simple job. Like, I just cook at a diner.
So
it's funny because they do have multiple skateboards in the tree for him to grab. And then once he finishes his Rube Goldberg machine, he tosses into a trash can full of other skateboards, and you see a kid wheel it away just to set it back up.
So he picks up an old lady on this trip to the diner in his little weird car that turns into a skateboard.
Right.
Who at the end of the thing, she gives him a root beer candy, which becomes a big part of the movie.
Which, real quick, during his Rube Goldberg driving the car part, he goes through someone's house.
Yes.
Someone else's house, yeah.
Someone else's house.
We've laid out a breakfast for him.
These kids are already eating breakfast. Their dog comes in. They're like, okay, we have to get up and let Pee Wee through our house. He grabs a bunch of breakfast, takes one bite of toast, and then goes, "Here's the rest of the food," and then leaves. Like, what the fuck?
He loads up his plate at the continental breakfast, takes one bite of toast, and then leaves.
Oh,
Wee Herman.
Rude. So rude. These poor kids. These poor kids have to.
They wanted him to come in.
The psycho kid.
They set it up for him.
Uh,
This weird 68-year-old man comes skateboarding through our house and takes our breakfast
every day. We also get to see him blow off a travel agent because he never leaves. I thought for sure this was going to be pulled right from Groundhog Day. Like I thought this was an insurance salesman or something.
Right. That would have been fun.
But again, he says like, no, of course I don't leave. He goes back into the he's the cook. What a cook he is. Everyone loves everything that he makes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a diner. You make eggs and they're easy to make.
Also toast and sometimes bacon.
Mm-hmm.
None of that shit is complicated, right? Being a diner cook, not the worst. Pancakes, how hard is that?
It's not too hard.
As long as you're paying attention.
Oh, there's also a chick that he runs into that I think has a crush on him, but that's
totally
very strange interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But and he's saving himself from Manganello's.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Joey Mangs. PWG attendee, Joe Manganello.
Was he a PWG attendee?
Yeah, he's always in the crowd.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, him and Sofia Vergara are in the crowd of many, many PWGs.
Okay, now I remember you saying that, yes.
Yeah. It's really weird. She's just like, I don't know, I guess I like Lucha Libre, so sure, I'll go.
Yeah.
He's like a massive wrestling fan, though.
He's massive everything. He's
a massive man.
He's the one in
he's a Magic Mike.
Magic Mike with the giant penis, right?
Right.
Yeah. No,
or is that Kevin Nash?
No, that's Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash has a giant penis. I think
Joe Manganiello is the one you see pumping it up. I think it's him.
Oh,
maybe. I'm sure they all have giant penises.
Cut that out. I'm sure they all have giant penises.
That's the new entrance to the show.
There you go. Yep. I needed to make a new one. Although the poll voted for no.
Really?
Don't change it. I don't know who voted in it, but
I did. I was gonna, and I don't remember why I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
I thought it was just the four of us.
We had a poll?
Yeah. Should I change the open away from the I'm a butt man? And the winner was no.
We have a poll. And what was it? Was it on Twitter?
Yeah. Yes, should I change the opening of the show from butt? Is it time to change the butt man intro? And the winner was don't change it.
So it's likely that you were the only person to vote in this.
But there were four votes. There were four votes. So somebody else voted in this thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't any of you? I don't think Mike voted. Mike doesn't.
Probably. Yeah.
Bare minimum Mike doesn't do anything in the show.
Yeah. Mike does less than I do for the show.
Right. He's become 10% Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a reason. You don't. He has a reason.
That's kind of fair, I guess. Man, how hard's a baby?
All they do is eat and poop.
And sleep.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Poppy to make her appearance next week on the show. She's probably got a take or two.
Oh, definitely.
She's got a mild take, I'm sure.
A few mild takes.
A very hot that becomes mild take. I
have a hot take. I'm real wishy-washy about it, though.
Spaghetti is good.
Going out on a limb here. Gonna really rile up some feathers. Kenny Omega's a pretty good wrestler. Pretty good. Not great. Pretty good. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
All right. So he's at the diner. Everyone loves him. He's having a great day cooking his food. And then the band comes in. He's in a band with three other dudes.
Right.
He plays an instrument that I've never heard of before.
Isn't he mad at the band too? He's like pissed off at them?
Not at first, until they're like, we're breaking up.
Right.
Like, we got better stuff to do here, bro. And he's like, I have literally nothing to do except for go reset my machine for the morning.
That's all I do is cook and reset my bed machine.
Also, the band is my excuse to not talk to that chick that likes me. So
Yeah.
you're blowing that for me.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are like, Pee Wee, we're all moving on. So he gets very angry. He breaks his instrument, lights a picture of the band on fire, having a real bad day. The diner owner, is like, hey, I have better things to do too. So I'm going to go hang out with my buds. You stay here by yourself and just watch it, which is fine because literally everyone leaves it for breakfast and not one person straggles in.
Nope.
The diner,
Well,
no one comes back.
One person straggles
Well,
in.
until
Except for
someone that looks a lot like Joe Manganiello. Oh, it is him playing himself.
Play himself.
Yep.
Shows up. He's very hot. Comes in
Sexy
straight
guy.
off the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, sweet motorcycle. Those helmets don't do anything for me though. Like those little beanie things. Like
nope.
That's not a cool helmet. You look stupid wearing that.
Remember when Booty had one of those?
What's a good looking helmet?
Just a helmet. Why are you wearing that beanie on your head?
I would say that's cooler than like some of those big, like.
I want the one with the visor and all that. Yeah.
The crotch rocket helmet? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I like
especially on that kind of bike. You can't wear that on that kind of bike.
I guess that's not going to
Live
protect
free or die,
you, right?
baby.
You wear that
Live free or
dome
die.
piece. Your dome piece is coming off. You land anywhere, that thing's coming off, right?
Mhm.
That's not protecting jack shit. You
No,
die. You're going down.
It's
Joe
just enough
Manganiello.
to pass the law, I guess.
Yeah, it's just enough to not get her pulled over. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Anyway.
So they share a moment. He makes one of the top 5 milkshakes Joe Manganiello has ever had.
Come on. Some of these jokes are pretty good.
It's all right. And then they say they're saying the same things and they realize they're very similar. And then they share their root beer candies that they all love.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really bonding. And
there's a lot of sexual tension.
There's a lot of sexual tension.
You think Ruby and Mangy got it on?
I mean, it doesn't disappear. It sticks around later in the movie.
Have those weird like flashbacks or whatever where they speak Spanish to each other very sexily.
Yes, they have. Every time that he's asleep or he gets knocked out or whatever.
Yeah, he talks to Joe Manganiello in Spanish.
He has weird dreams where they talk in Spanish and they share ice cream and they dance and they wear the same suits.
It's the best parties.
Oh, right now on my screen, Joe Manganiello's in the shower.
Oh,
you're at the like his party scene.
Almost, we're getting there.
The song leading up to the party.
Yes. So he says to Pee Wee, "Hey, why don't you give me like a tour of the city?" And he's like, "I have to stay here." And he's like, "No, you don't. There's no one here. It's just me."
Yeah. No.
So they go for a tour of the town, which of course is just like, "Hey Joe, I'm going to take you home. Let's go to my house."
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, I have this model of the town.
It's like a Peyton Manning commercial here.
Yeah. And includes a tree house, which is not, it's the only thing that's not actually in the town yet. Because it's in Pee Wee's backyard.
Did he not have a tree house in like the show and stuff like that? I could have like.
I have no idea. I don't remember.
I remember. Probably.
But Joe obviously loves this. And he's like, "Hey, I'm having a birthday party in 5 days. It's in New York City. You have to come." He's like, "I can't leave town." He's like, "Nah, bro. You got to come." And then he's like, "Don't get a plane ticket. You need to drive across the country."
Yeah.
From wherever Fairville is.
Yeah. You can't fly here.
Yeah.
You have to have
Which, by the way,
life experiences.
Fairville is stuck dead in the 50s. Like,
right.
Pleasantville.
We did not. Yes. And I was like, all right, so is this is back in time a little bit? That's kind of cool. And then no, it's not.
No.
Nope.
Stuck in the past. It's like that M. Night Shyamalan movie where the
Village. Yeah.
Village.
Hey, there's David Arquette.
Spoiler alerts for that.
I never
fucking
saw that
cares
movie.
about the Village?
Bill
I did
hasn't seen
see-
The Village.
I've
You
not
never
seen The
saw.
Village.
You never saw a lot of movies though. So
Yeah, and I stopped watching M. Night Shyamalan's after I saw Lady in the
Sixth
Pool or
Sense?
whatever that thing was.
Lady of the
Oh,
Lake,
yeah. What was that?
Lady of the
it was,
Lake or something.
Lady in the Water.
Lady in the
So-
Water.
Yeah. I'll look it
It's
up.
terrible. It's one of the worst.
What's
movies
the
I've
one
ever
where
seen.
like the
Yeah. Lady in
gas
the
or like
Water.
the air is evil? What's that one with Marky Mark in
Oh,
it?
The Happening.
Happening. That one sucks.
Something's happening, so they called it The Happening.
Yes.
Happening.
I didn't hate the one with the water and the aliens. I enjoyed that one.
Water and aliens.
Oh, Signs.
Signs.
Signs. Yeah. Signs was fine.
With
Signs is like-
Mel Gibson and
It's like second movie ever.
Joaquin Phoenix.
fucking Joaquin Phoenix.
And
I
then
hate him.
I don't really remember so good, but I think I like Sixth Sense.
Oh yeah, Sixth Sense was.
What
very
about
good.
Unbreakable?
Never saw it.
I haven't seen Unbreakable or any of that series. So
I saw one
won't-
of that
that's-
series. Maybe it was Unbreakable. I didn't see.
Didn't M. Night
The old
Shyamalan
one.
made a movie people liked not that long ago, right? What was that movie?
No, definitely not.
Split.
Yes, Split. Oh, yeah, people like Split.
That- I'm pretty sure that's him.
I think
Yeah.
I saw one of that series of movies. I don't remember which one.
There's that
Might have been
Unbreakable.
Split. I
It's
seen part of
Unbreakable,
Split. I
then
think.
Split, and then
Split.
the combo platter. Because Sam
Glass.
Glass. Right, because wasn't Samuel Jackson?
Glass. Yeah.
Glass.
Yeah. So yeah, he directed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Split.
did you see After Earth? That was bad.
That's Will Smith and Will Smith's kid.
Yeah.
The Scientology movie?
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not see that.
Bad. What about Will Smith fighting young Will Smith? What was that movie?
Gemini Man.
Whew.
That's on Netflix. Or it's
I was
on
gonna watch
something
it and I
right
never
now.
did.
Whew,
Yeah.
baby. Is it any good?
I don't know.
The premise looked real stupid. It's like,
Yeah.
you're younger me. Yeah, I am.
You're older than me. Let's
You're
kill each
older
other.
me. Let's kill each other.
But I did like Looper, which is more or less the same thing.
I was gonna say that. Yep.
Sure. But it wasn't as simply put in the trailer of like,
Right.
Hey, that's me. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, so Joe says, "Let's go on a road." Or you take a. I'm not going with you. You take a road trip. So he decides, "I'm going to do it," and he goes back, and everyone's mad at him at the diner because he says, "Like I'm taking some time off." Gets into his little tiny car.
That diner filled up very quickly again.
It
Of
sure
all
did.
the same people.
Mhm.
Every
Get
day.
back.
So he packs a suitcase, and we get a goofy scene of him putting like a ladder into a suitcase.
Right. Big hit with the kids.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Um.
My kids watched this, and then all they said was just over and over for weeks. Oh, Pee Wee. That's all they said. Oh, Pee Wee. He's crazy. Yep, he's crazy.
Yeah,
That's for
crazy,
sure.
right?
He's crazy.
So he gets into his little car, his Fiat or whatever.
Mhm.
Starts driving, gets into a new town, and right away he sees some girls running that clearly need help.
Mm,
Escaping from the bank that they're robbing.
yes. He
Yeah,
helps
there
them
you
picks them
escape.
up.
Buried the lead there.
Yep. He picks them up, and they like essentially now he's a criminal because he's driving them away.
Yep.
You
got Rosa Diaz and
Stephanie.
Yeah, I was
girl from-
wondering if you'd recognize her because I
Beat
sure didn't
Streets?
recognize her
Of
at first.
Oh yeah.
Are you incredibly like astounded by her voice? Because the
That's her
Rosa
regular
voice, the regular voice is so different than the Rosa voice. Like she sounds
Yes.
totally different.
She sounds like yes.
And
Yeah.
also maybe from Arrested Development is
That's what her name
that's
was.
is-
who
Yes.
it is.
she's
Okay.
Pee Wee in this.
In the-
She's the
in the
other
girl.
Pee
I
Wee.
knew I recognized
The
her. but I
girl
didn't
Pee
know where
Wee. She's from Arrested Development and many
I
other
mean, she's in
movies.
a lot of stuff. Yeah. but-
So
And
much.
then I
stuff.
looked at the third girl. I'm like, I don't think I know her at all.
No, I didn't recognize her, but I'm sure she's been in
She's
stuff
in
too.
a lot of stuff too. Yeah. But yeah, so we meet Pepper, Freckles, and Bella. Bella, aka Pee Wee, which she has written on
Oh.
her switchblade, of course.
Right.
Where else could you have it?
So her and Pee Wee kind of have a little bonding moment.
Sexual tension.
little tension. But then the tension gets turned way up when the cops show up, but it's really a stripper party.
They go right. This movie continually goes boop right up the line and then doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like strippers in a kids movie. How do I explain this? Oh, they're gonna get away from it just in time where kids don't ask the questions.
They have a pillow fight with the strippers.
Right.
Yep.
Instead of
One
stripping, they have a fight.
Knocks him cold right into another.
He goes into
sequence.
a trance. Yeah.
Yep. Wakes up on the floor next day. The room is trashed, but more importantly, his car is gone. So he's got
Little Connie, I think it was Little Connie, the name of the car.
That sounds right, but I honestly
maybe.
So he has to like kind of start hitchhiking and stuff, but he ends up getting a ride from a dude that we find out sells like prop toys. And they have a grand old time on the highway tricking people, making them think like they got a bag of groceries on their car.
This from here for a while, I found very good. The Snake Farm, I enjoyed the hell out of the Snake Farm. I thought that was funny.
Snake Farm was not good.
And I like the weird farmer's daughters thing. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny too.
That was okay.
But so this guy takes him to the snake farm because that's one of his best customers, and he straight up is like, he was like, I hate snakes. Let's not do that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. He does it for like 7 times in a row.
Yeah,
like,
very funny.
Okay,
very
when's
funny.
the next scene?
We'll get to that thought.
I love the snake farm. I thought it was funny.
So we get to the snake farm. We get a lot of bad jokes about the what's in the box, that first box that they open up.
Right.
Baby rattlers.
Yeah. Baby rattler, but it's just a little rattle toy. Get
Yes.
And his new thing that he's hawking that these people love is a lighter that you can use to light 5 cigarettes at the same time. Like, yes, please.
Love that.
And then he gets challenged to go in to see the monster. And has to sign a release form, and then again it's initial here, initial here, initial here, 1,000 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in. There's a dumb thing that tricks him, and he's like, "That wasn't scary." And then what may or may not have been a real snake,
we don't know.
And he runs away screaming, just like as high pitched a noise as you can make.
Yeah, he does that a couple times, doesn't he? That.
Yes.
He sure does.
Like 5 times throughout the movie.
Funny.
But he runs away crying, and he gets onto a bus, and then they kick him off the bus because he's still screaming, and obviously that would be very annoying inside of a bus.
Yeah.
So he's back on the highway.
But the dude just left him.
The other dude, the salesman?
Yeah.
Because he runs away.
But like he didn't run that far, and he didn't. It's not weird to you guys that the salesman is just not like, hey, maybe I should take a look at that guy.
It's a crazy.
They just met. I don't think he cares.
It's a crazy movie. A crazy car trip movie. It's almost exactly like your cross country trip, Wyatt.
I assume you had similar adventures.
I assume it was pretty similar. A lot of farmers' daughters trying to get at you.
Did not lose my car.
Your car was broken into, though.
Yeah,
it was broken into.
There you go. Oh, we got.
And you did try to have sex with 7 farmers' daughters at the same time.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's what I meant.
It was 9. It was 9. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
9 farmers' daughters.
So he wanders to a farm, and he's like, "Yeah, you can come on in. We're about to have dinner. Meet all of my sexy, sexy daughters." Obviously, all of them immediately love him because he's a dude, and they clearly don't see very many.
Right. He's trying to marry them off.
So after dinner, he says, "Like, I gotta go to bed," and they all take turns breaking into his room.
They take turns waking him up, which I thought this scene was maybe the funniest of the whole thing. It's like, do you need towels? It's like, trying to sleep.
Sleeping on, like a serial killer, by the way, sleeping on top of the blankets in full suit in bow tie.
So I did this not that long ago. Went to a hotel. Didn't know how it was a horrible hotel. We were on the road. Went to a hotel. It was so gross. I was there with some family members. One of them ordered a drink and had flies in it.
Oh.
Yep. Went up to the shower to take a shower. It had stains in the. It had those. We had those in college in our shower stains.
Gross.
Oh.
Remember that? We had that like black stain in our shower forever.
Yeah,
Just like,
mold. Yes.
oh well. Had that. So I decided I'm going full clothes. I'm sleeping on top of the sheets. I am not going in there.
Why did you stay at this place? Why did you?
Because
Go
it was
to a different
I was like
hotel?
a truck stop thing, and there was nothing else closer. It was a hotel.
There's a
hotel.
car. There's your car.
Not with a baby. Not with a
There's the
little
open
kid.
air.
Yeah,
Not with a little kid.
Yep.
Yeah. But I did that. I did the Pee Wee Herman. I slept full clothes on top of a sheet because I was just like, nope, I do not want to crawl in here after this experience.
Yeah.
They have flies in their drinks. What the hell do they have in their sheets?
Jizz. A lot of jizz.
Definitely.
And some blood.
Probably jizzy blood.
Bloody jizz.
Oh.
I like how you didn't react to the
Jizzy
first
blood.
one, but the second one you did.
Bloody jizz.
It's the same thing, but it's reversed. But yeah.
But he doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep in there because he gets chased out of the room.
He runs away. He leaves, right?
Yeah.
Two of them are in a tree and they fall. Like they break the branch they're sitting on. They fall.
Yeah.
He ends up running, like falls out the window, and there's one of the daughters has like a candlelit dinner set up for him.
Yes. I
On the
like
roof.
this scene. I think it's funny.
Now he makes his way to the barn, and apparently that's too far. They will not hassle him in the barn. So he gets a peaceful night's sleep on some hay.
Yeah, I was really expecting something to happen in the barn.
So he wakes up the next day, and the farmer's like, "Hey, how'd you sleep? We're going into town." So he gets into an old pickup truck with the guy. All of the daughters are in the back of the pickup truck. He's making his daughters all ride in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically says, "All right, we're going to get married. Which of my daughters do you pick?"
And he says, "Geez, Louise!" Like, what's going on? And he's like, "Oh, you like Louise? Okay."
So he's in the church at the altar. He's all by himself, but the whole family's on the other side.
Right.
I do like that the two daughters who had fallen out of the tree, one has her arm in a sling and the other has like a neck brace.
Yep. Continuity. That's storytelling.
Yes,
It's good.
Yep.
This part is good.
So he's got to escape though. So how do you do that?
You got to go into that bathroom and get a disguise.
Thankfully, the props guy let him pick one of his things, and he picked a disguise kit.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes out dressed up as a cowboy riding a horse.
A fake horse.
Out of a box that big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Which people listening, Bobby's making a small sign.
A
with
small
his hand.
box. Yeah. If you don't watch this show, youtube.com/Nation Wrestling.
We're a podcast. That's right.
So he sneaks on out, and they all buy it. They just think he's a weary traveler making his way through this church.
Howdy, partner. It's a guy in a fake horse with a mustache. I love it.
Yep.
Right.
But he gets out and he runs into a bus with hairstylists. Their hair makes the United States of America.
They're going to like
48, if you will,
with little lights for each capital for each state. I like that.
Yep.
But they're very excited. They're gonna like take him on this journey. / they do his hair, and he ends up having helicopter hair,
which is awesome.
Which comes with the remote control that he can fly it.
Right.
He ends up doing so next time they stop the bus, which attracts this woman's attention.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Wow, that's great. Check out my car. It's actually also an airplane."
Yes.
And she's like, "Get in it with me, and I can get you to New York in 5 hours," which must mean that they're in like I don't even know. Further than that, 5-hour plane ride. They're in like Colorado or something.
Yeah, they were in like the Midwest.
Unless maybe this is just a really slow plane. Yeah.
No, because when they were showing him the map of the U.S. with their hair, he points at like Nebraska.
Oh yeah, he says I got a long way to go or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So his place is somewhere in California, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Sure.
Must be.
Maybe.
Sure.
It doesn't.
So they're flying this car, and they have the bit about the peanuts, and what Joe says, all you learn on a plane is that honey roasted are better than plain peanuts, which is not always true. And dry roasted is the best peanut, anyways. But essentially, the plane crashes.
The car plane.
The car plane. The lady, she's fine. He crashes in it. Great segue into another dream sequence with Joe Manganiello speaking Spanish.
She
kind
has
of crazy, right?
She's got a squirrel suit on, so she's obviously okay.
Yes.
She hands him an umbrella to get out of a plane that's falling to the ground.
That's why he gets knocked out, because he lands.
He survives, but he lands hard. It's Pee Wee Herman. He has a Rube Goldberg machine to wake up.
That's
You know he's going to survive a plane crash from a car plane.
This lands him in the woods, where he runs into dude in the woods.
Who seems creepy, but he's not actually creepy.
Gets him back to his cave where he lives, and then starts singing karaoke, as you do. Not even sing, performing.
Right.
Which I believe leads him to run away screaming again.
Yes, he's afraid of this guy only when he sings karaoke.
Yes.
Like, not that he's like a weird mountain man who lives in a cave. All that's fine. But as soon as he starts singing karaoke, then he runs away.
Yep. In this case, he gets picked up by some Amish fellas. And he goes to hang out with them.
Gesundheit. Amish. Gesundheit.
Not the best.
Doing
Amish.
that.
Gesundheit. Well, it goes way downhill from there, because then they ask him, like, what do you do for fun? And there's legitimately like a 3-minute long scene of him releasing the air from a balloon.
No,
you think like
first blowing the balloon up, and then all in one fucking take.
I'm pretty sure that was done before, right? Wasn't that in another movie? Him releasing air from a balloon like that? I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
because it wasn't just like he was squeaking it out. He wasn't even just like squeezing it out. It was.
I think he's done that before.
I thought it was going to be he just like let the balloon go and let it fly around and stuff. I thought that's what he was, but no, this was way worse. Way worse.
And it just goes on forever. Then we go in to have dinner with the Amish people who love him because balloons are the coolest thing they've ever seen, clearly.
Yeah.
And we run into Pepper, Freckles, and Pee Wee again.
Right.
The girls are hiding out.
They're scamming the Amish.
Yeah. So they basically make him like, don't blow this for us. And then also later they're like, all right, we're going to steal this buggy, get ourselves out of here tonight.
Right.
So Pee Wee goes along with it only after he makes them leave some money behind. But again, he's a criminal too, so who cares? And then from wherever they are in Pennsylvania, they just take this horse and buggy into the city of New York.
Yep.
Like holding up the Brooklyn Bridge and everything.
Yep. Taking days to get there.
He says goodbye to Pee Wee and the rest of the girls.
And they
immediately are arrested. Yeah, they love him.
They're all best friends now.
Right.
Yep.
They get arrested like he doesn't even know it. He's like getting
walks
out of,
away.
He's just like,
He's
oh,
4
great.
feet away, and they're getting arrested.
They're all getting arrested behind him, and he has no idea. It was very funny.
Meanwhile, sexy Joe Manganiello pops out of bed. He's very excited because it's party time.
Birthday.
He's gonna get to see Pee Wee. That's why he's excited.
That's his number one thing. Not that he's married to Sofia Vergara. That he's gonna hang out with Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Rocco. He went from 6 to midnight.
Very quickly.
So while he's doing this, we then get a music scene, a song. Pee Wee sings about being in New York.
Yep.
Really, just a cover for a reason to have Joe Manganiello singing in the shower, looking ripped as always.
Hot.
Yep.
Joey.
Fair.
He's a hot guy.
Always need to have that kind of scene.
Sure.
Yeah.
At the end of said song, somehow Pee Wee Herman falls down the sewer, or not a sewer, I guess, into a well.
He's a boy in a well. That's what happens. Literally a boy in a well. A 68-year-old boy in a well.
Yep. So he's at the bottom of the well, and meanwhile the party starts. It gets going. David Arquette pops up as the DJ for the party,
Wrestler.
possibly playing himself. Don't know, but he's
champion.
World champion wrestler.
The
Pretty
champ.
sure he doesn't have any lines in this.
He says one thing about.
I think he does say
get the party started or
he
something.
He says
like
something.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But Joe is very sad because Pee Wee's not there, and so he won't even come down to his own party. He's just sitting in his room eating potato chips in bed because he's so bummed out that Pee Wee blew him off.
Mm-hmm.
Till we see on the TV, there's a boy in the well. Joe figures out said boy is actually Pee Wee Herman.
That's got to be Pee Wee.
Mm-hmm.
Because he asked for a bunch of those candy. That candy.
The root beer things.
Yeah.
Yes.
His request to the police to keep him fed is that he gets those candies.
So Joe goes to the machine in his room that has said candies and makes a bag,
and
then runs out the window to go save the day.
Of course.
While he's on the way and talking to the cops, we go back into the well where first Pee Wee sees Abe Lincoln.
Right.
Then
He's
he sees the Queen,
hallucinating again.
and then the Queen's like face pops upside down. And it's real gross. Then he meets the devil, which turns out is just Paul Rubens with red.
It's regular Paul Rubens. Yeah, I also laughed at that. Yeah, I laughed at that.
But Joe shows up and he says, I know how to rescue him. He's got a metal plate in his head. Because they earlier in the movie make an allusion to what I assume is Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Where he's like, yeah, I tried to take a road trip once. I don't remember it. It didn't happen or something like that.
Yeah.
And he got a metal plate in his head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he lowers a magnet.
Probably why he acts the way he does. That's what I took that for.
There you go. I think you're right.
And Joe, because he's so strong, uses this magnet on a rope to literally pick Pee Wee up and drag him out of the well.
Which that was fun.
Which then they go back to the party, but Joe says like, I don't actually want to go to the party. I just want to spend some time alone with you. Let's go to the rooftop.
Sexy.
He's got his own model set up. He's got a model of I think there's some New York, but also there's Fairville because he's got a model of Pee Wee's house, and then in the backyard of Pee Wee's model house, he has a model of Pee Wee's model.
Yeah.
Which Pee Wee right away sees and he's like, wow, this is the best. Joe Manganiello, I am in love.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't
it would not be hard to turn this into a porn, is what I'm going to say.
Oh, it's very easy to make a porn.
Wow, this is a kid's movie. I don't know.
It's very, very
You have to make
to
a couple of tweaks, and there's a lot of scenes.
I'll say, when I was watching this, I was very concerned about the male strippers, and then glad that we never had to have that talk about what that was.
They never asked why those guys were having a naked pole play.
Yeah, why are these naked? Why are these guys naked? Why are they naked babies? That's what they would have said. That's what Joe says. I'm a naked baby. Yeah. We don't need to know about this right now.
Oh, there was one other thing that very, very, very much made me very mad. Was during his song about New York City, he gets a piece of pizza, takes a bite, and says, "This is the first time he's ever had pizza." But then he throws the pizza. Stop wasting food.
He does love to one
Stop
throw food away.
wasting food, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
No wonder he's hallucinating down in the well. He's fucking starving.
I mean, the Amish. He ate at the Amish and then went on a 3-day carriage ride to New York City. Of course he's starving.
Yeah. So after the models, they go into the treehouse that Joe has built, where they first exchange friendship bracelets, and then we pan outside and we see a shooting star come across the screen, which I assume means after they exchange friendship bracelets, they exchange bodily fluids.
Oh, come on!
I think the shooting
Sounds
star is
right.
to signify orgasm. Is what the star is.
No, stop it.
Yep, that tracks with me.
We then see back home. Pee Wee has gone back to Fairville, but he's made some changes. He started to garnish his food at the restaurant, which everybody thinks is so silly.
Right.
He talks to the old band. They're cool again, but he's just waiting for that 5 o'clock. Gotta go. And he runs back outside, and his boyfriend Joe is waiting for him. Puts him on a bike, has a helmet for him and everything.
They're just best buds.
Mm.
Falling in love.
Best buds.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say there was.
Fall in love with Joe Manganiello.
I get it.
Yeah, I could
He's a
see
handsome
that.
fella.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's a very, very attractive man.
Root beer's a gross thing to bond over, but whatever.
Root beer candy? I don't even like root beer unless it's like the kind with the ice cream in it, like the real root beer. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't buy a root beer soda in like the gas station. That's not for me.
Yeah, no.
That's not
like
for me.
No.
I love A&W, but I love their food, not their root. Oh, they do have the root beer floats and stuff. Those are pretty good.
I've been to AW once, or A&W.
Have you been to the real one? The real one? It's real good.
I've been to one in the middle of the desert in Arizona.
So maybe that was.
That's pretty real.
Some nice ladies told me they would make cornbread if I came back the next day, but we did not go back.
Cornbread. Nice. Yeah. Cornbread. I like that. All right. Is that it? Is that how it ends? I forget.
That is how it ends, with the two of them riding off on their bike or their motorcycle together.
I think this movie is better than you. It's a Pee Wee Herman movie. It's supposed to be weird.
It was weird. It also was just mostly boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of kids movies this year and last year too.
That's true. Been doing cartoons and whatnot.
A lot of cartoons and stuff. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's you, Wally.
It is, and I've got two suggestions. We can either do 2 episodes of a show or one movie.
Well, as always,
it's my decision.
It's your decision. And it's up to you.
I want to do, Wally, what you want to do.
Okay. See, I watched this because it's only one season of the show, and I watched it over the weekend, and it's very, like, in my opinion, it's very good and it's fun.
Okay.
But do I want to just take the easy route and do the movie? Because that's definitely probably going to be easier.
6% Wally definitely wants to take the easy route.
Yeah.
Wally's above Mike, so he's got to be at least 16%.
We're going to do the TV show.
Okay.
It is called Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh, I just saw a thing for it on Netflix, right?
Yes. Came out last Friday, I believe it was.
Oh, a new show.
Yeah. Literally just came out. It's got Josh Duhamel, however you say his name.
Josh Duhamel. He's another basically fella.
The fake Joe Manganiello.
Yeah.
Still
Leslie
good,
Bibb.
not as good.
Not as good.
What do I know? I knew Leslie Bibb from something, but I can't remember really.
She's in all those like comedies, and isn't she in the
Talladega Nights? That's what the first thing.
She's in all those comedies.
And then Iron Man. She was the reporter.
She's a reporter in Iron Man.
Who's she in Talladega Nights?
She's Ricky Bobby's wife.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Wife.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of stuff. Very funny. I think she's in Children's Hospital too. She's in a bunch of stuff.
Channing Tatum's in it?
Channing Tatum.
Oh no, I'm looking at something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch the first 2 episodes. I believe it's By Dawn's Early Light and then Paper and Stone. The reason we can watch this is Tyler Mane.
Who?
He's he plays Sabretooth in the X-Men movies, or in the first.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That means we can watch X-Men? I mean, actually, we could because Hugh Jackman was on Raw too. So any Hugh Jackman movie.
Oh, look at that! He was WCW.
WCW Worldwide.
Who was he in WCW?
Nitron.
Nitron.
WCW Saturday Night. He was Big Sky.
So hard.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Mondo Guerrera. He trained with some people.
Wow.
Yeah, but there's
you mean Mongo Guerrero, right?
He was in New Japan.
What? He was in New Japan
as Gully Gaspar, as a bunch of hockey mask pirates.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bodyguard for Doom.
You like the original X-Men movies, Bill? We used to watch those in college all the time.
I do. It's been a very long time, but yeah, I think I enjoyed them.
In the 3rd episode of the show, we also get an appearance by one Kurgan, Robert Millay.
Kurgan? You're not picking a Kurgan episode?
Well, no, because it wouldn't makes sense. You definitely have to watch this.
So
in
what
order.
number episodes are we watching?
1 and 2.
Just one,
One and
one
two?
and two, one and
Okay.
two.
But
yeah.
3? But
I'm
also
pretty sure the third episode
Kurgan?
is the one that Kurgan's in.
We'll come back. We'll end up watching this whole series because while I get real lazy and just go, all right, this week
You
we're
know
gonna watch
what?
episodes
Kurgan.
3 and 4.
Yep.
Right, this week we can do 5 and 6.
Because of Kurgan.
Well, there's only 2 episodes in the out of the 8 that don't have either one of the 2 of them in it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
It's a good show. It's about superheroes, in case you didn't know. So.
A lot of superhero shows going on. I want to watch Invincible on Amazon.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet.
Amazon. Okay.
It's a cartoon about superheroes.
I've heard it's really good though. I just couldn't remember what it was on.
I haven't gotten to that yet. There's something else I wanted to watch. The Boys. I haven't watched The Boys yet. Also,
is that also Amazon?
Mm-hmm. Everybody tells me, like, I've had like 6 different people be like, "You need to watch The Boys." Based on
I've heard The Boys
interest.
is very good.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, but I'm in the Bill Cashin
Yeah, it's just not.
TV show. Like, I'm not doing anything unless it's a guaranteed win.
Like, what did I watch this weekend? I watched the start of Scarface, but it's like 6 hours long, so
Oh yeah,
that's going to be like a 5-week project for me to watch, probably.
Yeah,
I watched another episode or 2 of The Shield.
nice. Good.
I started watching My Octopus Teacher. Fell asleep watching that.
Have you watched Wonder Chosen yet on Wally's Paramount Plus?
I haven't watched anything on Paramount Plus yet.
Oh my
I
god,
forgot Wonder Shows was there. I'll have to watch
Wally's
that.
Paramount Plus coming in hot.
I still have not set up Peacock on my PlayStation. I can't watch it. Like, I would have to go through steps in order to watch it.
You pay for it, but you also I haven't watched Peacock either because it's not available on anything that I have.
Oh, really?
Well, except for PlayStation 4, it's not available anywhere else. So I'm like,
You'd have to watch it like on your computer.
I can't watch it on my iPad because I have a Fire tablet now, and I can't watch it on that because Peacock and Amazon don't get along apparently.
That's
I'm like, well, son of a bitch, can't watch that. Even if I did want to watch it, there's barely any fucking wrestling on there to watch. So I like that weird old wrestling to fall asleep to.
Yep.
Nope. There's like WCW Saturday Night and a couple pay-per-views and a bunch of like Jericho matches randomly.
That's
if you're
what
looking
actually
for-
Doozy. What's that?
If you're looking for a pretty funny movie on Netflix, though, it's what is it? Always Be My Maybe, and it's with Ali Wong and
I like it.
Randall Park.
An incredible part from Keanu Reeves too.
Oh yes, playing himself, but I feel like he's not a dick. In
He
real
is
life.
like, oh no, he's playing himself as a dick, but he's not really a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
His part is incredible. Ali Wong is like a famous chef, and she used to date Keanu Reeves, and Randall Park is her like childhood boyfriend or something, right?
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. I enjoyed it. I like Ali Wong, and I like Randall Park a lot. Bad Trip. No.
The what's his name? The comedian, Andre.
Eric Andre's movie.
Eric Andre. Yeah.
No.
I haven't either.
Love him, but I haven't watched that yet. Okay, so what is it again we're watching?
It is called Jupiter's Legacy. The first 2 episodes.
What is it? It's a superhero show.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Got it. Okay.
These are hour longs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, 40, 45, 50 minutes, something like that.
Cool. So we're not watching Star Trek. That's all I watch. It's just Star Trek over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, that's it. Peace out. We will see you next week in person.
Woo!
At least the 3 of us
excited.
will be in person. Very excited.
Yay.
Can't wait. What are we gonna do? We need something fun to do. We'll just drink beer and do the podcast, I guess.
Yeah, that's
That's all that we need to do. All right.
Yeah.
Peace out. We'll see you in person next week.